Oh my god, ang ingay ng dogs. Quiet! Oh, that hurt me. Oh no! Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. So for today's video, I realized that I haven't really talked about my med school journey and my journey to becoming a doctor. I read through the comment section and you guys were commenting that my med school journey, how to become a doctor. I haven't really made cuento about it. So for today, we are going to talk about that. But before we start, I want to thank our sponsor for today, Wondershare PDF Element.
PDF Element is a software that can help you with your PDF documents. It offers the easiest way to create, edit, convert, annotate, sign PDF documents on Windows and Mac. It has so many features, and here you can use the markup tool to highlight text and even use different highlighter colors of your choice. Use it like your own personal book. You can also underline text and even use the pencil to write on your documents. Erase it if it's not fit. You can also add a text box, a text call out, and a stick-it note for your reminders. The stick-it notes are super useful as it has bright colors that will pop up in your documents. You can even create shapes from rectangles, circles, lines, arrows, and more. You can even put stamps to signify if you have signed a document, and creating digital signatures have never been so easy. You can add text for your documents and create text boxes anywhere in the document. You can even edit a text box in a certain document. You can also add images, links, and more. Plus, create drop-down menus that can really help you in knowing more about your document files. Add more drop-down listings to make sure you're doing it right. You can also use a checkbox and the list box. And after that, you can use a data extraction tool to extract your file and create it into tables. And when you have a scanned document that cannot be edited, you can use the OCR setting and select from different languages and then select how you want to edit it. Once OCR setting is applied, you can edit it like a usual PDF. You can also convert it to a Word document and combine your documents into one. Super nice and neat. I swear, PDF Element is the best Acrobat alternative. Download it in the links I have provided in the description box down below. Plus check out their tutorials if you want to know more about it.
So now let's move on to our topic for the day, which is my journey to becoming a doctor. So I guess the first question would be, when did I start wanting to become a doctor? I started wanting to become a doctor when I was a child kasi sumasama ako sa parents ko, like going to the hospital, and like dinadala talaga ako ng mom ko whenever she's in the clinic. So after school, dadalatsa ako sa clinic niya, tapos doon ako nag-aaral, like naka-supervise siya, like katabi sa akin. Then every time may patient siya, mag-stop yung study time namin, like nakatingin lang ako, like observing my mom, ganon. Dinitan ko yung mga babies, ganon. And I think I was enjoying watching my mom do it, and ayun, like parang nagka-curious din ako. So eventually, parang whenever people would ask, what do you want to become? Like, I would say doctor. I was lucky enough na yung mga best friends ko din, doctors din kami. Parang ganun siya, like, because I was also exposed to my friends wanting to become doctors, and they also had parents who were doctors. Parang it became like a small bubble na rin. And at the same time, kasi grade school, science was my favorite subject. High school din, as in, one of my favorite subjects was earth science, and I enjoyed reading it. And I guess siguro, because I was, studious and I loved learning, it kind of helped me also in becoming a doctor. Because of course, when you want to become a doctor, it helps talaga if you love to read. Medicine is a lifelong journey. Like, what I know now, pwede pa yan magbabago kasi of course, with technology, like always inventing new things, or like, especially, COVID, it was also a new thing. So people are always learning in medicine. The only thing that you can learn aside from experience is also to keep on reading. So it pays to read, and I guess parang doon nag-start yung pagiging pagka-studious ko talaga. Like, but the funny thing is, I hated reading yung mga novels. Rather watch a movie and read a magazine than read a whole novel. In my entire existence, probably the only book I've read was parang, it's not including yung mga required na books ha, but all my life, like, ito lang talaga yung dalawang books na yung leisure reading na ginawa ko. Like, but I really loved reading magazines, like, mga gossip, ganun. Totoo ako for some reason. I don't know, maybe I love the pictures, ganun, like, very photographic kasi ako na person. That also applies to how I study. Like, if I studied my medical school books, kapag nabobore ako na puro readings, like, nag-search talaga ako sa Google ng mga pictures para mas makita ko, like, mag-stick sa mind ko kasi it's photographic, and I love photographs and yung may mga colors. I hated the mga black and white thing. And so, I guess I would talk to you guys about how I applied for college. I applied to UP, Ateneo, DLSU, and UST. Yung course ko sa UST was MedTech, sa DLSU was Biology, and then yung sa Ateneo, Biology. It was always in my head to go to Ateneo kasi yung cousin ko went to Ateneo, so of course I heard a lot of good stories about it, and so that was what I chose. Like, una lumabas yung results ng DLSU, and like, of course, I was waiting talaga for Ateneo to come. Nag-arrive na yung result ng Ateneo. Wala nang pakialam sa result ng UST after kasi nga, I really wanted to get into Ateneo. I went to Ateneo and I chose biology. Yung course ko sa Ateneo, BS Biology, was a 5-year course, but I didn't want to waste another year. So, and I was not happy with the BS Biology course. And so, I was trying to choose between BS Life Sciences or BS Psych. I think I would be happier in Psych. Of course, it was something new because I had to shift into a course na I didn't know anyone talaga. But I went with my gut. I chose Psych, and I was so happy, like, so interesting for me. So, I think it really matters if you choose a course in college na you would really enjoy kasi sayang din yung 4 years nyo. Here I am trying to tell you guys na I think if you guys have seen my other video about pre-med courses, there is no best pre-med course. Like, wala talaga. Like, I have friends who graduated communications, ganun, and then they went to med school. You have to take certain units lang. You have to add certain units. Yeah, kasi needed yun in applying for medical school. At least you have to have a background in chemistry, physics, biochemistry. Yes, I'm not very sure, but I'll post it somewhere here in the screen right before you about that. So I had to add that as an extra subject in biochemistry kasi hindi siya part sa curriculum namin sa science. In relation to medicine, I think it kind of helped yung love of learning. Like, med school will really test you in so many ways talaga. If ever hindi ka magiging happy sa pre-med course mo or like med-related course, I suggest that you pick whatever course that you want to take up in college and then just add the extra units. Kung mag-overload ka, then overload for you to be able to get to med school. Like, I'm here trying to tell you that whatever your course in college will really not matter in med school. I had friends na hindi talaga pre-med related or like med related yung pre-med courses nila, but they graduated like cum laude, magna cum laude. It really is up to you naman. And then for med school, I applied to UST, UERM, ASMPH, and FEU. So, those are the 4 schools that I applied to. And then I was happy that I got accepted to UST, and UST kasi talaga was my dream school, especially because my mom went to UST. I had to adjust a lot when I went to UST. My journey in med school, of course, di naman like smooth sailing. I'd be open to you guys and telling you that no first year in med school ako, like, my grades were like mediocre talaga. I can say that I'm just an average student. Even my first shift grade, kasi 5 shifts kasi yan eh. So parang i-add yung shifts nyo and then i-divide into 5. Yun yung final grade. So my first shift grade in biochem was actually 73. Imagine mo, baksak yun! Like, that was the first shift grade. So that really meant I had to pull up my grades yung sa other shifts. So, imagine yan, iyak-iyak talaga ako. But at the same time also, I didn't know what to do. Kasi parang I was studying in a way na I was just reading and understanding. Kasi parang yun yung kasing nakasanayan ako sa Ateneo. I had to change my ways. Nag-double the effort ako. Kasi of course, natakot talaga ako na I found my way and style of studying it. Umakyat talaga yung grade ko, which is really good. So if you feel like sa mga grades nyo, may bagsak kayong mga exam, like, babawi lang talaga kayo. Let it go. Kasi if you keep on, you know, thinking about it na parang, ay, bagsak ako, and then it's not going to help. So if may quiz kayo and you're not happy about it, just let it go and then focus on the next topic. Because honestly, ang dami ko ding nabagsak na mga quizzes. Yung biochem pa lang. Because it was a first for me. Like, as in, I talked to my mom. Sabi ko, Mom, who can help me? Baka magpapa-tutor na lang ako. Kasi I really didn't understand anything. Parang I asked my classmates how they studied. Kasi of course, it's also nice if you ask your classmates how they studied. Kasi also, if they pass, of course, maybe they're doing something right and you're doing something wrong. So, ang dami pang times na parang hanging by a thread lang ako sa quiz, parang saktong pasado lang talaga. I was like, oh my god. And ang dami ding times sa med school na parang akala ko na bagsak ako pero pumasa pala. Actually, may time din na akala ko pumasa ako pero bumagsak pala ako sa quiz. As in, may mga moments talaga na ganyan na hindi mo maiiwasan. But that's okay. That's part of learning. That's part of your medical school journey. Because it's different talaga with college and high school eh. Kasi sa college and high school, ang dami kasing ways to pull up your grade. Kasi may mga projects, may mga assignments, ganun. But in med school kasi, wala naman mga ganon. Kung meron man, it's just gonna be an SGD, but that's just 10% of the grade. So the bulk of your grade will really come from the quizzes and the exams. The only way that you can actually put up your grade is to really study hard. It's really how you cope up with it. It's also not shameful to ask help from your classmates and magpaturo ka sa mga patatalino. I do that all the time. Kasi yung iba kasi parang iisipin nila, bakit ako magpapaturo sa matalino? I'm so good. Ganon. Don't be prideful. Is that a word? Don't let your ego get to you. If you don't know something, always ask. Not just in med school, but even in practice. Kasi of course, we're dealing with lives here. So, it's better if you ask questions. And I guess, parang dati kasi may culture na ganon na parang when you ask questions, seniors are going to spun na, basahin mo yan, or like, bobo ka, ganon. That has to stop talaga. The reason that we are asking is because we want to learn and we want to know. Malay mo, yung binasa namin sa libro, mali yung pagkaintindi namin. I wasn't ashamed of asking questions talaga. And also, of course, it's nice also to practice yung group work and teamwork. Common knowledge na madami talaga yung competition sa med school. You have to also learn and understand how it is to be a team player. Kasi when you're working in a hospital setting, hindi lang naman ikaw like one person thing. It's gonna be you referring to other people, referring to other specialties. Not just your colleagues and doctors, but your nurses, your interns, your clerks, your consultants, everyone in the hospital. So ayun, I guess those were the things that I kind of learned along the way and that really helped me in becoming a doctor as of the present. Throughout my grade school, high school, college, and med school experience, yun talaga yung biggest takeaway ko. In order to become a good physician, it's not just everything that is written in the book. You also have to know how to interact with your patients. You also have to know how to interact with your colleagues and everyone around you. And I guess those are things that you can only learn from school, from your environment, and your friends around you. Hindi talaga madali maging doctor. Like until now, I'm still constantly learning. I'm still trying to find time to keep on reading and reading. Kahit na at the moment kasi I'm still a general physician, moonlighting pa lang naman. At least, diba, I'm well equipped of what's happening. Strive to keep on learning. Because of course, as I mentioned, we are here to save lives. We're here for a purpose. Whatever kasi we choose in life, up to us naman talaga if we keep on choosing it. Parang lang siyang love. You know, when you have a partner, you have to keep on choosing your partner. Because of course, may mga hardships man yan along the way. It's not going to be easy all the time. But if you want a certain career, if you want a certain path, you have to keep on choosing it. It's gonna be days na bad. It's not gonna be all good. You just go back to your why. Why did I become a doctor? Why did I choose this path? And that's gonna be your answer, and that's going to help you in becoming a doctor, because that is what helped me in becoming a doctor. It's going to be a fulfilling career if you really just keep on choosing it. I hope that you guys kind of took away something from this video. And until then, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!